Okay, so the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Something's got to give. Between the two teams, Russell Wilson has never gone three straight losses in his entire career. And usually Seattle is like a team that contends to make the playoffs and either make a strong push at this point of the season, but they're not your ordinary Seahawks under Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. So what's there they had to do to win? It's going to be a lot harder. Then you got the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo has yet to lose back-to-back games. So the 49ers, they are having a really good start except for last week's game against the Packers. They were just one good play away from going undefeated. Unfortunately, the Packers won on the last second of the game, but what's the two keys of the game for each team to bounce back? For Seattle, they got to be able to run the ball good. They got to be able to have better time of possession. They got to play better in the second half. Because in order for them to beat the 49ers, especially at Levi Stadium, they have to play their best football, or this can be a really difficult situation for them to make a push to make the playoffs. I mean, it's going to be a lot tougher if they lose to the 49ers. But for the 49ers to bounce back, they got to play really good football. They got to start good in the first half and actually play good throughout the second half. Their running game has to be established good. Their defense has to step up, especially in the secondary. It's been the weakest link for the 49ers for this season. It's only been that issue, or else it's a really good defense. I think under DeMeco Ryans, he just needs to adjust a lot of coverage better, and I think we'll be fine. But as far as Seattle, their defense has been really terrible under Ken Norton Jr., who should already be fired by then. But unfortunately, it's because of the fact that him and Pete Carroll are buddies, so that's what happens. You keep a guy that you've been stuck with for so many years, but you realize he's never improved their defense. They've been ranked a lot worse under him. Even when he was with the Raiders, the defense was really terrible. And it's just a lot bad than what it is, you know? But when you look at it this way, what's one thing the 49ers can capitalize? Those short passes. They can capitalize on that weak spot. They got to take some chances on those situations to win the game. And in order to beat Seattle, you got to be able to dominate like the Minnesota Vikings did. You got to be able to dominate like the Tennessee Titans did. Run the ball. Be able to run the time of possession, and you should be able to win this game. But for Seattle, they have never been in this position to lose three straight games. So that would be a really surprising outcome if the 49ers come away with a victory against a division rivalry that's been owning the 49ers for a long time. So even with this team alone, the Seahawks really have to bounce back. They are hungry. They are desperate. They are scratching and clawing their way to get back on track. Because one loss can really determine their season, whether they're in some pressure. So we'll wait and see. Let me know what y'all think, who's going to win. The 49ers or the Seahawks? Let me know. CG Ruthless Sports is out, and you already know. Go Niners.